Welcome to Inside Humboldt Basketball with Head Coach Ronald Abernathy, as we do each and every week. This week we're about a day late, so we're premiering the podcast on a pregame show for your game tonight, and then we'll drop this as a podcast later this evening. But Coach, first off, let's talk about Coach Butler and his team going to Middleton Friday night. I know you were out of town, but staying in contact with them back here. I wrote my article this week for the newspaper recapping this game a little different because it was the first time for Humboldt to see Coach Butler in action without you standing right beside him with their eyes on the future while honoring the present. What did it do for you? I know I texted you the score. I'm sure you heard from some others as well. What did it mean for you, before we talk about the details of that game, to see how well they did in your absence?
Well, the biggest thing is that, if any leader worth his salt wants to be able to know that when he steps away, they can carry on.
Yes.
The worst thing I think that can happen is you step away and he's just going to collapse.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No.
I was just elated and proud to see and observe that they carried on just as if I was there.
Sure.
Which was a great acumen.
Which kind of gave you a taste of what is to come. Because
right.
even though you've spent 11 seasons here, and it's hard to just walk away. You're going to keep your eye on Humboldt after leaving here, I got a feeling, and so you kind of got a taste of that.
And because of the tie, because
Sure.
of Butler, because of Adrian, who both won. Butler been here 12 years, the 12th year, and then Adrian's 11th, and Adrian's 11th.
Wow.
And we dug it in together, but also I was thinking about it because different things have happened.
Yeah.
Somebody texted me about a video and film. I said, well, you have to see Coach Ingram. The thing I thought about was, even after the game, was the fact that it can carry on.
Yes.
And when somebody texted me about a video and film, I just said to them, you have to get my film person, my film coach, which is Coach Ingram.
Yeah.
And what we've done over the 12 years is everybody has a responsibility.
That's right.
And we have been fortunate enough that everybody has been here and everybody carries out their duties very, very well.
Yes, sir.
I don't have to say how Butler's 12 years have been.
Sure.
Because he's done it very, very well.
Yeah.
Carried it out very well. Adrian, very, very well. They've carried out their duties, and we all handle our responsibilities. Marcus said to me a couple of times, Coach, I want to be the head coach. I don't know if I want to do all that stuff that you're doing.
Yeah.
But we have. I was proud to see that we could do that. And it just is a testimony to our program, our system.
Yes.
That we could carry on just as though I wasn't there.
One of the things, and I kind of cautiously was optimistic that this team had learned a lesson from early in the year. If you remember, there was a cancellation earlier in the year, same team, Huntington,
right.
Because when that one game got canceled, it canceled both. And we didn't respond well that Friday night.
Right.
We didn't play well, messed up our rhythm of a week.
Right.
To see this team go on the road to Middleton and respond the way they did, has that been a point of emphasis with the kids as well?
Yeah, it has been. But again, we got history there.
Yes, sir.
Because when of course, my son RJ was watching the game and giving me updates, and he reminded me that in 2019 they won by 30.
Yeah.
At Middleton, and then I know last year we early on we were really worried to death because they were very good last year.
They were good, yeah.
Very good, and we went in and just totally took them out of everything at Middleton.
Yeah.
Of course, we ended up playing them 4 times last year, but it's just, again, a testimony to our program, to our system, and where it is.
Humboldt Vikings got a 63-46 win over Middleton in Middleton, way out there in the sticks now. And really, you used a balanced attack. When you look at the game, if you were there, you saw them. They pulled ahead early, never looked back, but they also it didn't feel like shots were rushed. They really just maintained control the whole night. Once they got ahead, just that maintaining control. It was good to see this young team do that.
Right, and if you remember, we did that early in the year greatly when we was at TCA.
Yes.
And I can't remember who the other team was, but that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
and that's our system. And they did it very well.
And talking to Coach Butler, what stood out to him, that he wanted to make sure you knew the kids did well?
The defense,
Okay.
first of all, and we had good shot selection.
Yes.
Had good shot selection, and JG in particular, he talked about hitting some of the shots that he had missed the game before.
Okay.
He had hitting those.
Yeah.
So he was pretty elated.
Which we talked about that in the last game there. That was tough, watching those shots not go down.
It was.
Oh, man, Ripley, that was a game that I had not seen Humboldt play like that, missing those kinds of shots.
So Butler was pretty happy that they took some better shots and were able to hit them.
Who was the first to tell you about the dunks that came from Darian this last Friday?
Marcus. He actually sent text him. Showed me.
Yeah.
He had them in there.
The first one was across the gym, and I viewed it from a distance. But that second one, I was right there, backwards.
I said, man, when he wound it up, it was like, man, it was just off the chain.
So good to see those being accurate. If you do that and you miss, coaches are going to be upset. But being able to be accurate with that.
And we've talked about the difference in our weightlifting program.
Yeah.
When we got there and where he is now.
Yeah.
Okay, because early on he could dunk a little bit.
Sure.
But now he is blossoming, and basically that's because of his strength, his legs, his calves. And again, hats off to Coach Vonner, who works relentlessly with their weight. And we were just talking about how now he rises.
Yeah.
And he's rising.
And there's a benefit to having Coach Vonner over that junior high team because and I won't call names, but there's a junior high player that's got to get a little bit stronger. He's got the height, just got to get a little bit stronger. And there was some comments in the stands at the high school game saying, when Vonner gets done with that player, he could be this coming up in years.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, why don't you talk to the value of that? Because you've really got a good strength and conditioning program.
Oh, it's actually it's first, Seth.
Okay.
It's first. Strength, conditioning, agility. It's first.
Yeah.
It's what allows us in the third quarter of most games to still be ticking.
Sure.
When the other team is holding on to their trunks. It's the speed that we work on. It's the agility that we work on, the conditioning that we work on. And we don't just play games. Hey, we get after it. We get after it. But I've always, and I talk to Coach Vonner about this all the time, his importance of running a strength and conditioning program like we have is of the utmost. Yeah. And for me, it's number one.
Yeah.
It's number one.
It's good to see he's going to remain with the program as far as we know, remain with the program and seeing that continue. Junior high's having a great season. They're moving into sub-district play tonight.
Right.
And so you won't have him on the sidelines because they'll be playing tonight. It's kind of the rare occurrence where high school and junior high play the same night.
It is. It's very rare, but we'll let him do his job.
So Coach Brown will go with him?
Yeah, Coach Brown will be with him.
Okay, so on your sideline tonight is you, Adrian and Marcus. Okay. All right, well, let's look to tonight. We're playing this in the pregame show, so let's look to tonight. You got Bradford coming to Humboldt. I'm glad we're here and not there. That's a small gym. That is a small gym. I wouldn't be streaming if it was there. There's just no room. There's just no room.
It is a small gym, and as I was looking earlier at the video, I kept thinking to myself, boy, that's a small gym.
It is.
And then earlier during the year, when we met for our district meetings, talk was about, Bradford, taking the tournament of Bradford, it was automatically X'd out. No way we'll go to Bradford. So actually, the Bradford coaches, his vote swayed us to get the district.
Really?
Yes, it did.
There you go.
Yes, thanks to him, it did. It swayed us because he said, I can't, we ain't going to get it at Bradford, so I'm going to vote for Humboldt.
That's awesome. And, Bradford has a good program. Let's talk about that. Yeah. Red Devils are going to be looking to challenge you. Yeah. You move from really the hunting to the hunted kind of approach from other teams because you're ranked number 5. It just came out.
I saw that. Yes.
And so Bradford would love to come in here and steal something.
Oh, wouldn't they? They? But we're not going to let that happen.
I was going to say, we have other plans.
We have other plans tonight, But yes. And again, it's a district game. It's always a different tempo, different atmosphere when it's district. It's on the line. Yeah, it's different.
Staying undefeated there, would be amazing because Ripley's not in our district, are they?
No.
So that
actually, Ripley is 2A.
Yeah. So that loss, it hurt. especially the way we lost. You felt like your offense played well enough to win against Ripley.
Right.
I know we missed some shots, but defensively, I've just never seen anything like it. How that they were able to really, key in on some things on us, getting us out of position. So tonight, when you got you've got Bradford coming in. What's that key emphasis? I know defense is big, offense is big, but is there any specific thing that you're saying?
Well, yeah, defense. Defense without fouling.
There you go. Okay.
Defense without fouling, because so often you play great defense and aggressive, and you foul and you allow them to continue to go to the free throw line, which keeps them in the game.
Yeah.
So the emphasis will be on playing great defense without fouling, without allowing them to get to the bonus.
When you look at Bradford, are there any matchups that you're saying, I like that matchup right there? Or is it just team overall?
It's going to be team.
Okay.
Team overall. Team speed, team quickness,
Gotcha.
Rhythm, shots falling down. That's basically what it would be.
Yeah. Let's look to Friday night. They've missed the weather forecast before. So let's just act like we're going to play the game, and we'll see what happens here. If we do get the weather they're calling for, you're going to be a part of a historic winter that I have not seen in a long time, if ever. But Friday night, I don't like going to Middleton, but I really don't like that drive to Halls either. That feels like a long trip.
Yeah.
Halls, they have a nice facility now. That gym is top notch.
They do.
But obviously weather concerns could play a role later in that this week, so don't refer back to this video. Be watching the school Facebook page, and there'll be some announcements that's coming if it does get canceled. But obviously you're focused on this game as well.
Right.
You've got a full week of games, Tuesday, Friday night. How do you keep the team focused with that travel, possible weather, and your practice schedule?
Yeah, to really be honest, we ain't even thought about it.
Okay.
Right now, our focus is on Bradford.
Yeah.
Getting that out of the way, and then when the Bradford games is over with, then we'll go to work on whatever's ahead of us.
Sure. Obviously, I'm sure your coaches have looked at Halls already. Is there anything that stands out?
Not really.
Not
No,
really?
we really have not.
Okay.
I may have looked, but
Sure.
not in our thought process.
Yeah. Obviously, any kinds of distractions are fun to work through, but this team, it seems like later in the year, their focus has really, really come in. And so I'm excited to see what the rest of the season holds. I mean, this is a young team that's really stepping into experience that they've gained on the court from earlier in the year.
Right, which is by design.
Yeah.
And, it's still working, so until it doesn't work,
Yeah.
you keep doing it.
So as I said, we're playing this in the pregame show. We'll release it as a podcast later. But Coach Ab, we mentioned, was out of town last week. I'm going to put the group photo up here at this point so everybody can kind of see what you sent me. But before we close, I do want to highlight that. And you're getting some their professional photos are being sent, and we'll do a whole show talking about that at the end. But obviously we couldn't end this program without talking about what kind of weekend that was. You had a good time. I know you sent me some photos you had taken, and LSU got the win.
And LSU got the win, but it was a tremendous weekend. Going to LSU always lifts me.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a nostalgic place. Was again so successful there. We not only went to one Final Four, we went to two.
Yeah.
We not only won one SEC championship, but we won 4.
Yeah.
So it was consistent. And going this weekend, the biggest thing was seeing players that I have not seen in 40 years.
That's amazing.
And it was tremendous.
Yeah.
Tremendous. And of course, get a chance and opportunity to be with Coach Brown.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, is 90 years old.
90 years old. Wow.
And getting the chance to be with him. And then the surprising thing was the number of athletes from the other years who came to celebrate that 86 team.
Really?
Yes, they did. And it was a tremendous weekend. And of course, the biggest thing I did was eat.
Yeah, well.
I love seafood. And
no better place for it.
And this area is tough.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to find.
So there I ate seafood. Now I love steak.
Okay.
I did not eat a piece of steak the whole 4 days.
Oh.
And I ate fried oysters.
Yeah.
I ate crab cakes. I ate crab claws.
Oh, man.
I ate catfish. I ate stuffed crab. It was tremendous.
Yeah.
But it was a tremendous weekend. Very, very tremendous weekend. And like I said, I always leave LSU feeling positive.
Sure.
Because the people there remember you just like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And the funny part about it is people come up and talk about stories that things happened 30, 40 years ago, and you try your best to remember, but it's difficult to do that. But people bring up them stories, and it's really somebody asked me. I said, what's amazing is to see in the arena people who have had season tickets for 40 years are still there.
Yeah.
And they still remember the 1986 Final Four team and talk about things.
Yeah.
To let you know they remember that.
Are there still people in that front office, or has that pretty much changed?
That has pretty much changed.
I would imagine.
That has pretty much changed.
Yeah.
But it's the people in the stands who are season ticket holders and grandparents.
Sure.
And parents have those tickets, and most of the restaurants you go in,
Yeah.
the same people are around.
Really?
And once you go in, people, it's like tough. It's tough to eat.
Yeah.
Because everybody comes to the table. Everybody wants an autograph.
Yeah.
And then the funny thing about it is to go in a restaurant in Baton Rouge where LSU is and see your picture on the wall.
Oh.
And the people that's and then hear people. I see people say, "That's him. That's him." It is a very, very nostalgic place.
Yeah. We talked about seeing your picture on the wall. Did we have the infamous sighting sighting that we talked about the other day? Maybe seeing Kiffin, or was he around?
No, as a matter of fact, I did not see Lane Kiffin.
I was waiting on that photo. She kept sending me stuff. I was like, I wonder if he sees it.
I saw Flo J.
Okay.
But I did not, because I was going to actually go introduce myself.
Yeah.
But I did not see him around.
Well, we'll have a lot of other photos to share, I know, very soon. When you was talking about Coach Brown, I went ahead and put that up there as well because I wanted them to see that photo of you and him. Okay. I guess it was the first night that you sent me that?
Yeah, first night.
Yeah, y'all went out to eat.
Because actually there was a luncheon on Friday afternoon. I mean, it was dinner on Thursday night.
Okay.
Lunch on Friday morning. Then we went to the team practice Friday afternoon.
Okay.
Then the banquet was Friday night. Then there was tailgating Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Then there was the game, and then there was tailgating afterwards.
Wow.
So it was a full schedule.
Got back early evening Sunday and here we are ready to coach.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Another week of basketball.
Well, we actually had practice yesterday.
You had practice? Yeah, that's right.
Yesterday at 9 a.m.
Sure.
So that made it back, yeah.
Well, glad to have you back home, Coach, and we look forward to hearing the stories and maybe going through the photos together on this show. And
yes, sir.
It may take a couple of weeks to do that because I know you were there a long time and had a big time. So,
yes, sir.
Looking forward to a good game tonight. We want to get that win. Staying undefeated in our district would be key this week.
Oh, yeah.
We always talk about it.
3-0 sounds good.
It sure does. We always talk about it. We'd love for the road to Murfreesboro to come through here.
Yes.
And I know that's always your goal.
Yes,
and been pretty successful at it.
Yes, sir.
So,
sure.
All right. Well, this is Inside Humboldt Basketball. If you're watching live on this pregame show, we've got the tip-off coming up next. If you're watching it via podcast, pre-recorded later, where we're going to drop later tonight, then this will be the end of the show. And we appreciate you watching Inside Humboldt Basketball with Head Coach Ronald Abernathy.
Thank you, sir.